Hollywood gave us Rambo, a soldier who could take on the impossible. But in Vietnam, there was a man who didn't just play the part, he lived it. His name was Roy Benavidez, and his story is almost too unbelievable to be true. May 2nd, 1968, the jungles of Vietnam. A 12-man Special Forces recon team was surrounded by hundreds of enemy troops. Every rescue attempt was ripped apart before touching ground. From above, Master Sergeant Roy Benavidez watched the chaos. He carried nothing but an M16 and a medic bag, and without hesitation, he jumped. He ran through sheets of enemy fire. Shrapnel tore into him. A bullet ripped his leg, but still, he pressed on. He pulled the wounded to safety. He silenced a machine gun nest with grenades, and he refused to stop. For 6 relentless hours, Roy Benavidez became a one-man rescue mission. He carried the wounded, treated the dying, directed airstrikes from the ground. When his rifle failed, he fought with a bayonet. Hand to hand, he was shot again. He was stabbed, beaten, bloody. By the end, his body carried more than 70 wounds. And still, each time he fell, he rose again. When the last helicopter came, he crawled through fire and mud, dragging his brothers to safety one by one. Did Roy collapse inside? His uniform shredded, his body barely alive. Did Roy collapse inside? His uniform shredded, his body barely alive. They thought he was gone. They began to zip him into a body bag, until he spat blood on their boots. Roy Benavidez was still alive. 8 men survived that day because of him. In 1981, President Ronald Reagan placed the Medal of Honor around his neck. Reagan himself said, "If the story of Roy Benavidez were a movie script, you would not believe it." Rambo was fiction. Roy Benavidez was real. A man who defied death itself to bring his brothers home. A soldier unbroken